Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Starlight Farm. Late last fall, we put on a new roof. Beautiful roof. Steel. Did last us. We shouldn't have to do anything with that ever again. But since we put a new roof on, you guessed it. Guess what? We eventually ended up with a flat tire. That's just kind of the way it goes. I had a good friend that worked there, lent me his sweeping magnet, and went around and thought we got all of it, but you never get them all. And but it did do a pretty good job. But anyway, that was 6 months ago we did that, and we're just finally getting our first flat tire out of it. So today we're going to plug a flat tire. And to start, here we are. So to start, you want to find it. So there's the smoking gun right there. Pretty easy to find, and that is 100% a roofing screw. So what you want to do is get yourself a plug kit. So tire repair kit, you can pick one up at Canadian Tire or Napa or whatever. That will contain one of these. This is for once you remove the whatever's leaking your tire. Once you pull that out, you use this to rough up the hole a little bit so the plug sticks. You use that to put the plug in, and these are your plugs. Normally I would take the vial stem out to let the air out, because if your tire, say you pumped your tire up to get you home and then decide to fix this at home, if there's air in your tire, puts a lot of pressure on whatever's in there, and it makes it harder to remove. And these are some valve stems in case you damage it, but whatever is what it is. So you want that. You want a couple pair of pliers and some transmission fluid, and I'll explain that when as we get into it. So we are going to plug this tire. So here we go. It's not rocket science. It's not that hard. You take whatever's plugging your tire out, and you put a plug back in to plug it back up again. Real nice and simple. So here we go. These aren't always the easiest things to get out, but sometimes they're not too bad. This is something you can learn to do yourself. You put the plug kit in your vehicle, and if you're stranded somewhere, someplace hard to get help, this could be a lifesaver. This really isn't meant to say. This will save you some money doing it yourself, obviously, but it's just another one of life skills. It's nice to have. I used to work at a gas station when I was a kid, and back then you actually had to do stuff like this. But yeah, so there's the culprit. Yeah, so if it will save you some money, obviously, doing it yourself, but how often do you really get flat tires? So if you've got a flat tire budget in your budget, you've either done one of two things. You are either A, seriously overthinking your budget, I think, or B, you're a roofer and you run over a lot of nails. But anyway, nice and simple. Remove your plugs. And these things are in there. There we go. You remove the plug. You take this tool, it's like threading a needle, just a really big needle, that's all. Cut that out a little bit. Get that in there. Doesn't quite seem to want to make it through. Yeah, back when I was a kid and you pumped gas, you actually had to do stuff like this. People would come in, they came in the gas station to get this sort of thing done. So you helped them out, and, you actually talk to people. back then, I always thought that pumping gas was probably one of my favorite jobs I ever had. You know, you're always interacting with people, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be nice to be able to do that again? Have a gas station where you actually get out there and pump gas and talk to people. But I know those days are over because nobody's going to talk to you. If you go in and somebody else is pumping your gas, they're probably sitting there playing with their phone while you're doing that. So I don't know. You kind of miss that part of life. Of the conversation, you know. So, transmission fluid. I don't really remember why we did this. I just know that we did it. It was at the gas station. We had a thing in transmission fluid. We dipped the plugs in, took the plug, put it in this weapon, shove it in the hole. Just like so. Fold it back out, and there you were. I put that in there further than I meant to. That's what she said. But that will do the job. So after that was done, what we used to do is, I'm not bleeding, that's transmission fluid, in case you don't know what transmission fluid looks like. What we used to do after that was we lit it on fire. And like I said, just softened it up a little bit, got it all piled up in there. And, you know, just, again, made it so it plugged the hole up better. Not rocket science. You can do this. Again, probably don't have a flat tire budget. Just mash that around, pump that up, and you're good to go. When you do this, you pump it back up. If there's a little bit of a leakage of air coming around it, don't get discouraged. Once you drive this thing down the road a ways and that keeps mashing in around there, that's probably going to stop that and turn your slow leak into a no leak. So anyway, hope you find this helpful. Again, keep one of these in your vehicle. If you're out in the backcountry road or whatever, the amount of time that you're sitting on the side of the road waiting for your hero tow truck guy to come fix you, you can have it done. Do it yourself. You don't have to remove the tire from your vehicle to do this. I mean, if you can find out what's leaking real quick and easy, get it into a position where you can use it, baby jack your car up, and do that, and then hopefully you have a little portable air pig with your air compressor when you plug it into your 12 volt. But it's just that simple, people. Do it yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back when you've done it and say, hey, I did that. So anyway, hope this helps you. Hope you don't need to use it. Cheers, till the next time.